Trump and missing. I'm saying, like, I don't want him to get hit. Don't get me wrong. And I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. What have American politics turned into? Bro, I feel like we're so desensitized to craziness that nobody's even really actually talking about this, like, for real, for how it should be. A second attempt on his life? Whether you like him or not, that's crazy. That's crazy. Silly me, you know me, I got questions. After the first assassination attempt on Donald Trump, how is anyone allowed within a half-mile radius of him with a gun who isn't the Secret Service? You know what I'm saying? How does this, bro? After that first embarrassment, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like, if I was the head of the Secret Service or whatever, I would make it a point, like, to be overbearing about Donald Trump. Like, it's a nice ass G-Wagon. I need to get me some money. Oof. But you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying to you? Like, I would be annoying at my job at that point. I wouldn't let him open his own bottle of water type shit. You know what I'm saying? Back to the original. This isn't crazy. Somebody trying to kill him again? And we just fucking Monday. Nah, bro, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This is a simulation. I'm the only real person, and the simulation is glitching because they think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid, simulation. I'm not stupid.
New information about the second apparent assassination attempt on Donald Trump in as many months. This is just coming in, too. President Biden tonight spoke on the phone with Trump. The White House describes the conversation as cordial, with Biden sharing his relief that the former president is safe, and then Trump thanking Biden for the call. And it comes as this man, 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Routh, is now facing 2 federal charges after a member of Donald Trump's detail noticed the muzzle of his automatic rifle poking out from the shrubbery along Trump's golf course. The FBI called the threat against the former president extremely serious, but the Bureau says it has no information that Routh was working with anyone else. We also learned today that phone data places the suspect at the golf course as early as 2 a.m. He was discovered at 1:31 p.m. The Secret Service says the suspect never took any shots, but where the gun came from is a big question tonight as we learn more about Routh's criminal history.
So how'd the citizen of the year with a nice house and a good family turn into an assassin living in a barn with more felonies than money in his bank account? Ruth couldn't even afford child support. Primetime looked into it, and he was always behind on payments to his ex, always. She even agreed to terminate the support due to his financial situation. Ruth sold his house in North Carolina for $174,000, and then was also living in an $800,000 bungalow in Hawaii. How does a man with no money for child support suddenly start living in a pricey house in Hawaii and afford flights to Taiwan, Turkey, Poland, Ukraine? His neighbors say sometimes they wouldn't see him for 3 years. The house in Hawaii Ryan was living with is connected to his fiancée, Kathleen Schaefer. Kathleen worked at Victoria's Secret. She's engaged to this guy who all of a sudden flies to Ukraine for months, and she's fine with that. As we reported last night, Ruth spent 8 months sleeping in Ukrainian military barracks, and he was rubbing elbows with cold-blooded killers. Why would you leave your fiancée, who just lost her job at Victoria's Secret, to fly to Ukraine to recruit Muslim militants to fight Russia? And if you have $68 in your bank account, how are you spending thousands on airfare? How are you even feeding yourself in Ukraine? And everywhere he goes, he gets press, from the local papers to the New York Times to Newsweek. And every time he's arrested, he gets a pass. He's been charged with 100 different counts, and he's never served a day in jail. How's that possible? And after spending months with Ukrainian mobsters and scaring the bejesus out of everybody connected with him, he was flagged to the FBI, the State Department, and Homeland Security. But they all dropped the investigation. And he shows up to the president's golf course in a car with stolen plates and a loaded rifle with a scratched-off serial number. And no one's curious if Ryan Ruth was sent here on a mission to kill. And no one's located his fiancée. It's not that hard to find somebody in Hawaii. And the Biden-Harris administration's stonewalling. They won't even let Florida investigators into the crime scene.
We were rebuffed. Our investigators were rebuffed just going to the fence line outside of Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. And so I think they've taken the position, they don't want the state of Florida to be involved in this.
What are they hiding? How do we not know there's more Ryan Roos or Thomas Crooks out there? How do we not know?
All right, just hearing about it. I sincerely hope there's no harm to the former president. But was this a valid attack on Donald Trump? Like, why are there similar negative occurrences around this individual? I mean, within 2 months of each other, there's no other attack on any other political figures other than Mr. Trump. If credible, Secret Service, y'all better get y'all act together and get control of your assignment to keep this individual and his family safe. Like, I can't help but to wonder what other countries are saying and wondering about the United States during these times. So the facts are a gun, a AK-47 style, was found along with a backpack and a GoPro next to each other. See, I understand distractions. I understand attention. I understand chaos injected into the mainstream media for an outcome of biases in current events. But America, please don't get to the stance where we normalize shit like this so as to numb ourselves if it were to all of a sudden happen to another political official and then perhaps someone claims, oh, it happened to me twice, so I'm a victim too. I know exactly what the person is going through, as if to say they tried to get me too, but they didn't. In other words, setting up the premise that he had nothing to do with it or because it happened to him and he's a victim as well. See, lastly, what I don't understand is after a person goes through extreme situations like this, why issue a comment that you won't back down or something to the sort of you will fight or remain defiant? Like, why? It's a very weird statement if you ask me. I'll leave you with this. So former President Franklin D. Roosevelt used to say, and I quote, "In politics, nothing happens by accident. And if it happens, you can bet it was planned that way." Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Breaking news coming out of a third assassination attempt today. We're hearing a would-be explosive found in the car near Donald Trump's rally venue after second assassination attempt. So we're hearing that this could be the third one now. That could be potentially unfolding here. Now, I'm going to get you all the latest details. We're a little bit early. There's not too many news media outlets covering this. It has just come out this morning. So let me go ahead and share with you the latest information. Now, here's one article that has come out. This particular one coming out from, let's see here, News 18. And here's another one coming out from the Daily Mail. Cops find explosives in a car near Trump rally on Long Island after second assassination attempt unfolds. So, you guys, unbelievable. I see in the comments people are posting, yes, a third attempt coming out against Donald Trump. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, you guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get you caught up on the latest information. And like I said, this is just coming out on this. So I don't even know all the details yet. I just saw these reports unfolding, got the news of this. Like I said, a lot of the mainstream news media outlets haven't even reported on this yet. So I'm going to share with you what we know so far. But this could be developing here as we progress, likely even while we're live, because I'm very sure very soon you'll start to see this across the mainstream. But you are getting this first here. I only see two news outlets covering this. If you appreciate the breaking news, do me a favor before we dive in, take a second, hit that like button for me. I see we've got about 1,360 people live with me in the room. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free.